Yo, what is up, my dudes? It's not Wednesday. It is in fact Friday, which is like the perfect recording time. We are back on Mplx again, and oh my god, how good does it feel to be back? I have been so busy lately. So first of all, there were finals, which that's definitely not an excuse. I understand if you guys are still angry at me for not uploading for 3 weeks. Makes sense, but I have three main things in my defense, two of which are pretty darn weak. The second of all, the last one was actually something. So first of all, yes, I had my finals, but that was like a couple months ago now. More importantly, I was painstakingly sick for like a week and then took another week to recover. It's just I don't even want to talk about it. I know, terrible excuse. As promised, though, I am going to be playing Cakewars, and I haven't practiced once, so it's going to be terrible. So as I mentioned, I did actually have a third excuse for not uploading, which I consider legitimate because I just came back from watching the new Puss in Boots movie. I know it's technically considered a kids movie, but like I think anyone who's seen the movie can tell you it's probably like the least kids friendly kids movie that you can in theaters this whole year. Why is this guy so slow? It's my internet or is this his internet? Oh, oh, what are you doing? It's a great movie. I highly suggest you watch it. Bring your kids. Possibly cover their ears for some parts. It's just amazing. It like obviously, you know, the whole the real purpose behind the making of this movie was not just, you know, DreamWorks trying to reel in more profits, which they definitely did, considering 95% of people who watched the movie really liked it. But the main thing was that they were experimenting with the new Spider-Verse look. If anyone, I think animators would more know what that is. I think there's something definitely wrong with my Wi-Fi. Anyways, so back to the movie. I enjoyed pretty much all of it. There were some parts which I think were a little too heavy for younger audiences, especially the part that isn't mentioned in the trailer, so I probably shouldn't be mentioning it here. Uh, there were also a lot of villains, which I kind of liked. It added some more complexity to the overall film, which was pretty sweet. But yeah, uh, yeah, just overall, I really liked it. I might I might do a separate video just talking about the film, so just a Cake Wars upload. But hey, to be fair, it is my excuse for being gone. I'm just gonna pretend that my Wi-Fi is really bad and that I just didn't see that guy fly across the map. Anyways, so as I was saying, Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Amazing. Uh, I liked all the villains, except maybe Goldie. She was kind of. Death was probably my favorite. I mean, let's be real. Death was probably most people's favorite villain. I don't actually know any of the actors. 'Cause it's not the MCU. Nevertheless, performances I'd say were pretty great. I've been One of the main reasons I wanted to watch it was because I've still been working on a lot of the animations, including the Hog Hunt, which I never like the recreation of the Hog Hunt, which I started I think 4 months ago now. I worked on it a little, definitely not as much as I should have. Yeah, it's fine. I totally didn't lose all the files related to it in an update. It's fine. So I just want to see how well I actually do in this game. Because as I mentioned, I haven't been practicing at all. I've been practicing clicking, which I'm never I, I was never good at fast clicking, so that's probably not going to make much of a difference. But overall, Cake Wars, yeah, I'm probably gonna suck. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can really go and upload this video without talking about the elephant in the room. That not being red, you're not important, red. I don't care that you have diamond armor. That doesn't make you any more special. I fought hackers before, red. I won like 50% of the time, but the statistics don't matter. What matters is that I have experience and uh and that's all I really have. Uh I should seriously work on my speeches more. For the last thing I wanted to bring up was, of course, the new features announced for the 1.20 Minecraft update. I have been keeping track of those, and frankly, it's still kind of disappointing, but it's definitely better than what it was before. So we got camels, which are just tall horses that you can't be hit on, but they're kind of slow. Uh, Bamboo wood isn't. It's. I actually have a bit of an issue with the bamboo wood because of just how yellow it is. Like, I obviously understand it's bamboo wood. When bamboo dries up, it becomes yellow, like kind of like grass does. But it's just like so blandly yellow to the extent that it gives me like backroom vibes. It almost doesn't feel like wood. Like, and to make matters worse, there's like the official bamboo logs, quote unquote, are like yellow on one side and then like green on the other. Like no attempt at blending at all. Screen AFK. No, it's just very laggy. Oh, oh, he's retaliating. Oh, oh, he's being smart. No, no being smart. It's not allowed. It's Minecraft Bedrock Edition. We're not allowed to be smart. So further down the list of relatively useless features that we now have in the new update, hanging signs. I mean, nice building block. Definitely a nicer building block than bamboo, at least in my personal opinion at the moment. But I mean, it's like a subtle detail. It's not really something like you can orient a whole update around. And I feel like if Mojang's trying to do that, then that's kind of just lame. Uh, what else do we have? We have. Hold on, there's so little stuff I actually forgot what else we have. Oh yeah, that's right. We have the new default skins, which no one will ever use. At least not intentionally. I mean, I mean, the fact that the fact that Minecraft's trying to be inclusive is nice, but I'm pretty sure that like the way society seems to be paying more attention to games in recent years, I think it's safe to say that most people know how to make a Minecraft skin, if not download a Minecraft skin that they like. So I mean, it's a nice detail that it exists, but I really don't see that much use behind it. It's like I feel like that's kind of the whole thing with the entirety of the update. It's like they add all the cool stuff that has zero practical use. For example, the new things that were announced, armor trims. And this one I'm going to be ranting on for a while. So first of all, um, purely cosmetic, understandable. That's still kind of that I still understand. Like if you want to make them purely, if you don't want them to be like, if you don't want to buff armor anymore, like if you say the Netherite's it, then Netherite's it. Like that's fine. Netherite's strong as it is. But like I find it kind of ridiculously rare. Like what? You're just coloring. You're adding like splashes of color to your armor, and for that you have to like go to the deep dark or just infiltrate a fortress. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm just saying. It's like it's nice, but at the same time, I don't know. And I'm also taking this from a modding perspective because you're gonna have like because now you're gonna have like all the default armors with all their fancy variants. But like all the modded armors that existed previously, they're just gonna be the plain old stuff that they always were. I mean, they probably have cool designs on them now, sure, but like, okay, cyan, but like, well, it's like some are customizable, some are not. It's gonna be a little bit of a mess. Obviously, I'm talking. This would probably affect Bedrock mods more than Java mods, but like, I mean, Java Edition would also be affected a little too, right? Like, I know there's that one texture pack, or that like fills the Minecraft uses, like the diamond trimmings and netherite armor. That's gonna be useless now. Like, yeah, I have a couple other issues with it. Also, mainly also that uh the Mojang team isn't really going that far with this idea either. It's like, so first of all, no, I don't think golden uh trimmings will actually pacify piglins. That's not going that's definitely not how it's going to work. I mean, because then you'd have like a really powerful armor plus this ability. I don't know. Oh, hello, Blue. What were you expecting me to just leave? Yeah, no, that's not how this works. Come here. You die. Die. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, then there's also the fact that, for example, they're adding like the emerald here and the lapis and all the other stuff that previously, like, they can't have armors on their own, but you're allowed to implement pieces of them into other armors, which I just like do not understand at all. Come on. Like, if this material has been deemed too weak to be made out of an armor, then why are you making it into an armor? And then there's also the fact that they only did it for armor and not for tools. I mean, I know tools aren't like big and like you don't like you can't like show it off as much as you can show off armor. Like I can barely see the wooden sword on this guy, but I can totally tell that he's the cyan player because of his cyan gear. Makes sense. But the consistency, you gotta keep the consistency. There has been literally zero attempt to keep the consistency. Well, okay, that actually just reminded me of the piglin heads. I guess that's a bit of a consistency, but then again, they're also useless. Bye. Oh, bye. Now, the last two features that are really actually significant are, of course, the new cherry, cherry, cherry wood, cherry blossom. I think it's called cherry blossom. The new cherry blossom biomes. with the cherry wood. Yeah, actually something kinda cool. Does it serve any special functionality? No. Does anything in this update serve any special functionality? Of course not. That would require effort to make. It is like ridiculously pink, but then at the same time, it actually kind of feel like pink is, I feel like the pink that they use, it's like still kind of a natural color that you'd expect to see from these kinds of trees. But as opposed to the yellow, it's just too like I don't really have the word for it. But they're also adding a variety of flowers, which I mean is again cool. But what, it just makes pink dye slightly less rare, if you can even make dye out of it. I actually haven't tested it out. Hello, Green. Goodbye, Green. How did I just place the block there and not there? I'm confused. Hi, thank you. Hi, Yellow. Bye, Yellow. Like the new update, but I'm not a huge fan of it. It's like it's like it gave us all the modded stuff we wanted, but by modded I mean stuff that was previously a mod and we just wanted in the base game. But then there are like these other, but like the core ideas of the things that were implemented, I just don't think they were like taken far enough, especially with the armor trimming. And it's gonna be a little bit of a mess for the Bedrock modding community to catch up with all this new stuff. But nevertheless, I mean, yeah, it's fine, I guess. There is, of course, the one and only one and only new feature, which is actually cool and useful, and I've actually wanted since like the dawn of time, and that's the chiseled bookshelf. I I didn't think it would be called the chiseled bookshelf, but I guess that's I guess that's one way to name it. But um, special, strange naming conventions aside, I absolutely love the idea of a chiseled bookshelf. Hopefully, like the modding community will find ways to put like stuff other items in it instead of just the vanilla books because like custom enchanted books do exist. There are plenty of mods out there like that, and most of them are pretty sick. So I am really curious as to how that will work out. Wait, were those two guys literally teaming from last game, and now they're doing it again? Okay, I guess. 2v1 it is. Expect me to actually use your bridge? What, what do you think I brought these blocks for? Dude, thanks for the loot. You go bye-bye. Wait, this is your base, right? Stop lagging, I need to kill you. I mean, I don't really need to, but it would be easier if I did. I'm pretty sure this is orange space. Let's quickly get in here. Yep, this was orange space. He didn't even try to run. He just accepted his fate. Now, where's the last guy? So yeah, chiseled bookshelves are definitely by far my favorite feature, even though they are more or less the smallest. I think this update is not gonna turn out well, but it's gonna turn out just right. Like, it'll be okay. I mean, it's not like I mean, they've already ruined shaders. They can't possibly ruin the game more, right?